Well, good morning, kids. How's everybody this morning out there in YouTube land? It is a beautiful, beautiful, albeit hot morning here in Port Washington, New York, my old hometown. And this morning, how's it hanging? A little to the left, my friend, a little to the left as usual, but it's all good. How you doing, man? How's things down under? Yeah. Good, mate. Yeah, I've been a little preoccupied with stuff this morning. Sorry about that. Yeah, good morning, Palm Limit. Cheers, better than mine. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hey, Dave G, how you doing? Hey, Billy, no time, no talk, man. Hey, Ian, how are you this morning? Nice to see you here. Wow, I got a little frog in my throat this morning. Hey, Maniac Ramy, how you doing? Good morning. Hey, Alan. Good morning from Southern Illinois. I think that is Southern Hill. Look like LL, but I think it's IL. Southern Illinois. There you go. Anyhow, yeah, it's a hot one today, guys, and it's getting hotter. It's getting hotter every moment outside. You want to come back down? I think the dog wants to come back in. Hold on a minute while I let the dog back in down below, okay? Hold on, Dave. I'll answer that in just a second. I got to move the fan so the dog can come down. All right, come on. There you go. Sorry about that. I had to move the fan so the dog could get in and out. She'd just been up on deck and, well, anyhow, you saw, so. Okay, so what's on the agenda for today? Well, a lot, actually, a lot. I already did a June accounting video, which I'm in the process of posting onto my Patreon account. So it's a Patreon-only video I'm putting up for my accounting for June. I'm going to be working on another video today on how to stay cool on a boat during a hot day. So I'm going to be working and recording that video today. I'm going to be mounting the anchor chain, my new anchor chain I just got yesterday. I'm going to be mounting that up on the bow and connecting the anchor to that. I'm going to move off the mooring ball and set the anchor, so I'll be moving to another spot here in the bay. What else am I doing today? I don't know. Probably dealing with the usual stuff, but yeah, so I kind of have a busy day planned for today. And it's going to be hot. It's going to be real hot. They're talking about it hitting 100 degrees here today. So running the generator all day, keeping the fans going is going to be a priority and will no doubt impact my success at getting some of the projects done that I wanted to get done today. So does that answer your question? I hope so. Yep, good. I'm at my dad and mom's in New Brunswick. Oh, okay, Ian, cool. Lily has got that mastered. She certainly has, yep. Dave, I have absolutely no doubt, I am sure, I'm thinking about 100% is the chance of me swimming today. Yeah, it's going to be hot, real hot, so. And there's like not a cloud in the sky and there's hardly any breeze at all. Well, okay. Maybe there's a little bit of wispy clouds in the sky, but there's no breeze really out at all here on the bay except what I'm making with my fan. So trying to stay cool, man. Trying to stay cool. So anyhow, that's on the agenda for today. Had a good live stream last night. It was kind of nice. We didn't have much in the way of trolls, which worked out nicely. I kept it to an hour. We got a late start because I got delayed hanging out over my buddy Doug's house. And we ran into a little bit of heavy traffic. People coming back from Jones Beach. We ran into a little heavy traffic coming across Long Island, returning back here to the boat. So, and I had a little delay waiting on the water taxi. Apparently I called the water taxi over here to the town dock. I was on one side of the dock and they were on the other side of the dock, and I didn't know they were just on the other side. So yeah, good chunky dunking, I call that, Craig. Yeah, we don't skinny dip, we chunky dunk. So yep, good chunky dunking weather, absolutely. But there's a lot of other boats around me, so I'm going to be polite and keep my shorts on and swim that way. So I don't think they want to be seeing me me out there naked on the bow. That's just not that pretty of a sight, you know. Maybe back in the day, but yeah, not anymore. Maybe it will be again. Maybe it will be again. My weight loss is continuing. I'm making good progress, so maybe it will again. So hey, Alazar, how you doing? Gee, we could pay to see that. No, you wouldn't want to pay to see that. No, not at all. Not at all. So that's funny. Anyhow, that's about the extent of what the plan is for today. Oh, in other news, all the people in Long Island are out manicuring the yards for parties tonight. Yes, a lot of them are. Yep. You'll get their hanging made. Oh, I'm sure, Craig. Yeah, it's just going to take time, you know. It took a lifetime for me to get this fat. It's going to take a year or so for me to lose the weight. I'm patient. It'll happen. But anyhow, on another note, update on my lady friend visiting me on the boat. Apparently there was a bit of a miscommunication or misunderstanding, I guess, probably on my part, but the lady friend's only going to be coming out for a week on the boat, sort of a trial basis kind of thing, maybe. But she's got other responsibilities, so she's not going to be coming out here as much on a long-term basis as what I had hoped. And as a result of that, I cannot ask my viewers and followers to fund her vacation for a week out here on the boat with me. So I have gone ahead and refunded all of those people that donated to her airfare. I had raised $260 of the $300 from 5 different people. All of them have been refunded at this point because I'm not going to ask them to pay for her airfare so she can have a vacation. If she's going to be here to come and stay on the boat for a while, that's one thing and a different situation. But if she's only coming to be out here for 1 week, well, I can't justify asking people to spend the money for airfare for her to join me. So those folks all got refunded this morning, or actually last night. Well, actually, I think yeah, last night, I guess it was, yesterday evening, after the live stream. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So other than that, what else is new and happening? That's about the only thing that is exciting and of any real interest to report. So it is what it is. Life moves on. We're gonna try to get the boat moved today onto the anchor and start getting to some of the projects. So I do have some logistical things I have to work through. I have to my push pit on the back. We've come to the conclusion we're not going to be able to do the welding here on the boat. So I'm going to have to disassemble my push pit and take that ashore with me to go to Doug's house to weld it. The problem is I can't reach down in the lazarette. I can't reach up where the bolts come through the deck that the push pit's mounted on. So this is a problem. This is a very big problem that I need to figure out some way of working around. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I just physically don't fit down inside of a lazarette. It is what it is. And so I'm not sure how else to, because I need somebody up on deck with a wrench on one end of the bolt and someone on the bottom with a bolt to, well, thanks, Billy. I appreciate that. Good that you got your money back. I'm good. Borrow a kid to do it. Yeah, Dave, I need to find some little skinny person that I can get to go down into the lazarette and hold the underside of the wrench, you know, so we can loosen those bolts and take that apart. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. The bolts are the one that I did pull out, that got pulled out on the other side. I could see where, you know, it broke holes up through the fiberglass. But those bolts were pretty rusty, and frankly, I don't know if those bolts are going to come apart anyway. I might just try drilling them out, which would make it easy for me to get the stanchion off, but then getting it remounted back on. So at some point, at some time, someone is going to have to get down in the lazarette and hold a wrench on the other side. Unless I screw them to the deck as opposed to bolt them to the deck, and that just doesn't sound like a good idea. So if you can wait till you get to Annapolis, I'll make my son do it. Okay. Well, that may happen, Dave. That may happen. I don't know. Um, Unfortunately, all of my family members tend to be fairly good-sized people like myself. So I don't know. Maybe I can get one of my great nephews or something here to do that. I've got a couple of my great nephews are smaller people. Maybe I can convince one or two of them to get down there. I don't know. It would only be 12 bolts on the two sides. It would only be 12 bolts. So, yeah, but that's a good, yes, Billy. Thank you. That's a good offer, Dave. I appreciate that. Make my son do it. I see so many people do that kind of stuff as well. But all right. Anyhow. Yeah. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'll have to figure that out. So that's some of the logistics I got to work on. My buddy Doug gave me a refrigerator yesterday. I'm sitting out here staring at it out there in the cockpit. It's a pretty big size refrigerator. Let me show you it to you. See it there? It's 12 volt. I'm not sure exactly where I can put it yet. Plugs into the 12 volt system. So it works off of the house batteries. Good size. It's a good size refrigerator. I just have some reservations. I'm not sure that I have no way of charging the house batteries on the boat unless I run the engine, and then its alternator will charge the batteries. But I don't know how much of a draw that kind of thing is going to have. I know Doug used it when he drove a semi-truck. But you know, when you're driving a semi-truck, you're going all the time. The engine's running all the time, and so it's constantly generating power. Me, I'm going to be drawing down on a battery and then having to recharge the battery. So I'm not exactly sure how well that's going to work, but I don't know. We'll have to, we'll try it, we'll experiment with it, and we'll see what goes on. So weld with marina power. Yeah, but Alan, even if I do that, I still have to unbolt and bolt the stainless. One of the mounts on the push pit on my starboard side, the bar comes down and hits a plate, and it's that plate that's bolted down through the deck. Well, it's separated from that plate, so that needs to be welded. And I'm not going to weld while it's still attached to the fiberglass, because the last thing I want to do is set the fiberglass on fire. So I'm going to have to unbolt that and the other stanchion and pull the whole thing up anyway. I don't know. Got to work out the logistics. More logistics that has to be worked out. So, and then I'm going to move the boat. I'm thinking about moving the boat over where I can just go ahead and fill a whole bunch of water jugs. I think I'm going to try to pull over to the town dock today at high tide and just fill all my water jugs. So a small solar panel will work. You know, AJ, it might. I don't have the budget for one of those right now, but it might. Like a 50 watt or 100 watt solar panel. I do have one spot up on deck where I could put a small solar panel. I don't know. Have to work out the logistics of all that. So, hey pilot, how you doing, man? How's everything? Welcome, glad you made it here. So, yeah, so that's, you know, the trials and tribulations of life on board, trying to work out all these little puzzles and get this kind of stuff figured out. I'm not sure exactly how all that's going to break down, but we'll find out. So, anyhow, does anybody have any questions or anything else they want to ask me? Because otherwise, we'll go ahead and nip this in the butt. I try to keep these Good Morning World things fairly brief. We'll have a normal, longer live stream this evening, I'm sure. But if anybody has anything they want to talk about, let's talk about it real quick. If not, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'll give you guys a minute to comment if you want to, and I don't know, we'll call it a night. I got to get to my jobs here, so I guess not. Okay, well, in that case, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this. You guys be good, be careful, take good care of one another, and we will have more for you this evening. So, bye, guys.